Is there anything that you think our members should be doing right now at this moment?
I've been a lawyer 46 years. The very first union that hired me, and we represent hundreds, was the TWU. So I'm going to flat out admit I love the TWU. And we're ready. But the most important thing you can do, bar none, is stay united. If you watch your contract and you're diligent, if you communicate with your leadership, if you take the actions that we're asked, whether it's wearing a button as simple as that, or eyes and ears of what's going on the liner at the desk, that's most critical. I don't want to judge what management's going to do because we have working relationships with management. But the single best thing that could happen for management that might lose their way during this process is for us ever to turn on each other, to doubt each other, to publicly give them a sense that, oh, there's division there, we can take advantage of it. And please, I don't want to suggest that is their business plan. I'm not casting any doubt on anyone. But come on, I've been through these things. And so at the end of the day, TW unity, collegiality to each other, when a problem pops up, let's think the best about each other. Let's keep each other and our union leadership informed. Your local leaders know what they're doing. And your international leaders are involved with this every day, as you and I know. Mm-hmm. And so if we stay alert, policing what we have, but most importantly, and I mean this sincerely after almost going on 5 decades doing this, stay united and stay strong in supporting each other and our union. We will not only get to this, but your contract will be stronger. We will get the seniority integrated, which is difficult, in a fair and equitable, honorable, ethical way. And we got to then hope that this bigger Allegiant airline makes money and it's a great product and people want to board our planes. And if you keep that eye on that prize, we are absolutely going to get through this together in TWU strong.
Great. So I know you touched on it a little bit and you talked about, wearing a button if we ask them to wear a button. So can you kind of elaborate on that a little bit? Because I know that, as a local, right, we encourage our members, wear your lanyard, wear your TWU pin. Can you elaborate on why that is so important, especially
Sure.
in this moment right now?
Correct. Look, at anything in life, whether it's a business, a sports team, or whatever, the more unified we are as colleagues, team members, and union brothers and sisters, right? The more unified we are, the stronger we are, right? No one wins a Super Bowl ring with a divided locker room. It just doesn't happen. And so first and foremost, that unity puts us in the stronger position. It helps the lawyers, the economists. It helps our international president, our heads of the air division, our 2 local presidents. It helps everyone. The second thing why it becomes so important, in my mind, is the companies looking. Like if we go to the bargaining table, maybe we can change a rule that was won by the TWU 8 years ago, and that we want to change a scheduling thing. We want to make it a little bit harder. We want to be able to reroute you, reschedule you, or do things that really impact our families and our quality of work life. And they're going to ask each other in a small room, how's it going out there? Do you think we can split them? Maybe they'll ask them. Again, I don't want to cast any doubts or say anything negative. I'm talking in theory, but I've seen it happen all the time. And that unity is so critical. Now, how do they notice it? Well, what does the button do? Is it important? Yeah. It shows everybody that on the plane. It shows management. But most importantly, the flight attendant to my right and to my left, we are one family. We don't always have to agree, but we all agree that we're together. I can't even tell you that's more important than the great economists you have. It's more important than the lawyers you have. Your union unity, your self-respect, and your mutual respect for each other is the most important, I know it sounds crazy, but the most important part of this process. Absolutely. Then if things get tense, let's hope they don't, but if things get tense, we may be doing media campaigns. We may ask you to show up to things. We know how to go to Wall Street because these are publicly owned companies. We go to the partners in the when you have the points programs, the credit card programs. These things are money makers, are invaluable. The management knows how smart we are. We're business savvy too. So we hope and we fully expect this thing to work out and resolve in a way that's amicable. But if it's not, if they're going to in any way try to take advantage of us, let our unity tell them, come on, we know what we're doing. On the other hand, our hands are across to be a partner on this with management as well. Kind of becomes management's first choice. What is the single most important thing they look at? Wall Street looks at, what you as a flight attendant look at, what I look at, being honored to be the Air Division attorney, is our resolve and our unity together.
Yeah, I mean, you made a lot of great points, and I think it's really important that our TWU members like really listen to what you just said, right? And it gets really ingrained in them because that unity, again, it's
everything.
It's huge. Yeah.
It's everything.
It is. All right, Mark. So to kind of wrap this up and give like a summary of a sequence of events, what should the members expect?
So you can describe this in three steps, okay? So step one is the business corporate closing of this deal, like two businesses, one's to buying the other, if you will. And that's supposed to take place at May 13th in Wall Street, and everyone's convinced it's going to close. The shareholders are going to vote that Allegiance, in essence, buying Sun Country. So the close. The second is integration. Two airlines are going to operate for a long time separately. One owner, two airlines. But they're moving, at the moment, announced towards integrating them into one airline, which will be Allegiant, and the footprint, the livery, the logos of Sun Country will disappear. And there's a bunch of steps and legal parts to that. The third involves us, and that is the full integration of the airlines. There's business parts of it, but on the labor part, the flight attendant dispatcher part, we're going to have to become fully integrated into one workforce. And that centers on two big issues. How do you take two contracts, two CBAs, collective bargaining agreements, and make them one called a joint CBA? And the other part is the seniority of two groups have to be integrated in a fair and equitable way, and that's part of the integration. Those are the three steps that are coming down the line. I say months, but we really know it's going to be years.
You know what? That was perfectly said, Mark. Thank you so much for your time and giving all of our TWU members straight answers. To every TWU member watching this, whether you're a flight attendant at Allegiant or a dispatcher at Sun Country, we are here for you. And we are fighting for you. The TWU International and both locals, 577 and 592, are 100% invested in fighting for the membership today, tomorrow, and in the future, in solidarity.